Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to share 6 secrets on how to get paid to travel. Shelby live here. Let me share my screen right away. I'm so glad you joined. This is going to blow your mind. This is exciting stuff. So, you love to travel. I love to travel. And we're going to learn 6 secrets to get paid to travel because travel is going to be bigger than ever. You know it. I know it. So, get started now. I want to start with this question that I'm asked. Why am I sharing these coveted travel agent secrets? One of the main reasons I love to travel so much and why I've been in travel and group leader training is because I love what happens to people when people travel. Now, can you think of a time when you've traveled and you've just had one of those life-changing moments where, you might be looking outside on the deck or in the back of the ship, watching the water, or maybe at a beautiful resort that you've never been to and you went to a great tour and it changed something inside of you. I mean, it really moved you. It wasn't the same old humdrum day. It was a change in you, something where you decided you wanted more and you could give more. And I see that in people all the time. I have been traveling for years and leading hundreds and hundreds of people in groups. And I just love sharing that experience so much. So this is why I'm sharing these coveted secrets. It's about time, right? So Shelby Live, I'm a solo travel expert. I have 15 years in the travel business. I lived on board for 8 years, living and working on board. And I have over 2,500 days at sea. And I've been with several travel companies over the years, leading hundreds and hundreds of groups of people, a lot of singles as well. So I have a lot to share. I'd like to know first, though, where was the last place you traveled? So comment below. I want to know where you traveled last because I want to kind of get an idea of where you all have been. Where's the last place you traveled to? Share that, please, so I know you're here and you're listening. Thank you. So I have been all over the place. I've been into Asia, Australia. I've been on the sailing yachts. I've been on the luxury yachts. I've been on the cruise ships to the resorts. I've been to so many places and people always ask me, what's my favorite? However, I don't have a favorite yet. I have a lot of favorites, but not one favorite. So if you take this training, I'll share with you guys what my top 3 favorites are, okay? But there's so many, and there's so many things to see, and there's so many things to do. But if you had unlimited cash, I'd love to know, where would you go right now? So comment that below as well so I can read them. I want to get back to them as soon as this is done. But if you had unlimited cash, where would you go? Don't even think about money. Where would you go? Because I have been to places that I never expected to be. I came from nothing. I came from just regular people, regular parents. We never went anywhere. We only camped. That was our vacation. So when I got into university, I decided I had to figure out a way to get paid to travel because traveling was like in my soul. I just had to get out. I wanted to see the world. So I figured out ways to get paid to travel. So I was working while on board, and then of course working with these travel companies as an influencer and as a group leader. So there are ways to do it, and I'm going to share 6 ways and also offer an incredible training at the end. 6 secrets to getting paid to travel. So referral information we'll go over, TCs and group leader information, becoming a licensed travel agent, that's important info, what a franchise is, the pluses, the minuses, what travel agencies do for you, what the benefit is. What's the benefit from booking with an agency rather than just booking on Expedia? And then, of course, working on board, the basics. Now, that might not be for you. That might be for a niece, a nephew, a son, a daughter, a neighbor. But we're going to have a little bit of info on all of these options of how to get paid to travel. So, number 1, referrals. I consider this like the light traveler, okay? Someone that wants 20 bucks off their cruise or off their tour. Usually there are a lot of restrictions, such as they had to be a first-time traveler with the company. You have to be on the same trip with them. Usually a lot of restrictions, but this is a way to make money off your trip. So it's a legitimate way, referrals. And almost every travel agency has something to do with referrals. You just have to go ahead and email them and get some info. The second way is really what we're going to go into more information and give you that option to do the paid training. This is group leader paid training. We talk about tour conductors. Now, tour conductors is a terminology utilized in the cruising industry, and in the tour industry, it's called tour conductor rate. So generally, if there's a group, for so many people that go in that group, maybe 10 or 20 people, you might get one tour conductor that gets to go for a discount. So that's a group leader training is a lot more information about tour conductor rates, the contracts that you need to put together with the cruise lines or the tour providers, the berths versus a room. A berth is a bed on a cruise ship. A room is a bed on a regular land. Port taxes, what that means, and how to choose a trip, and then of course the support that we have for you in this group leader training. So group leader paid training, after this you have the option to choose this incredible opportunity. I've never done this before and I'm so excited to share, but you're going to have access to the private Facebook group, live webinar trainings with me, a one-on-one coaching call. So just to get like, who do you know, to really understand what you can capitalize on in your own networks, in your own neighborhoods, in your own communities. I'm a whiz at that, and I want to share that with you. And we're going to do one-on-one coaching call for that. You can start earning TCs immediately with our travel agency. So you can work with one of the groups that we already have on board or create your own, and we'll show you how to do that. There's free prizes for your groups. If you put together your own group, there'll be prizes when you hit a certain number. So that's exciting. And we have support to reach your goal. Thousands and thousands of people in our registrar, and we actually will promote and do email blasting for you on your behalf if you need a few more to get to your TCs. So for instance, if you needed 20 people and you only had 18, we can promote to thousands of our friends and thousands of our community and help you get those other people. So it is a really good synergy. Another way that I want to talk about briefly, after learning how to be a group leader, you can also learn how to become a travel agent. Now, this is a real side hustle, a real business. If you're serious about not just wanting discounted travel, but actually wanting to get your travel paid for and make an income out of it, you can become an agent. You can become an agent a lot of ways, but in my opinion, if you don't have someone to lock arms with, you are going to spin your wheels and waste your time. So myself and my team are here to lock arms with you, and we're going to make sure you're set up for success. When you become an agent, you're partnered and registered with an organization that has a CLIA card, a cruise leader industry card, and there's also some developmental information on how to get trained on what they call a CRM, customer relationship management tool, because you need that for your people, because they're your people when you decide to become an agent. You have opportunities to do FAM trips, familiarization trips. These are deeply, deeply discounted trips that the resorts, the cruise lines, all of the travel industry offer to their travel agencies, to certified CLIA members, in order to get them familiar with the trip. So you get all of these free tours, you get all of the accommodations are generally very deeply discounted or free. You just usually have to pay port taxes and port fees. And then you get also commission splits with the agency. So all of the agencies get a commission from the travel companies, and you will be able to get a commission split of that, plus the TCs if you're a travel agent, plus the FAM trips, and you get a training network. So becoming an agent, if you want to follow that route, you still want to become a group leader first, do the group leader training, and then you can do the travel agent training with us. But these are really legitimate ways to make it a business. There's also, for the group leaders and for the travel agents, we have an invitation to our yearly summit. This is going to be in 2021. It's a 3-nighter. We're looking at the Navigator of the Seas, which is one of the nicest ships that we have out there right now. We have so much to decide on. We also want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable going. So we'll let you know when this is, but it will be this year in 2021, doing a group leader summit. So an incredible opportunity to be with other people that are in the travel industry, newly into the travel industry, so you don't have to feel so overwhelmed. And we'll have onboard trainings as well as onboard fun. A lot of fun and a little bit of training. That's our motto: work hard, play hard. So if you're interested in taking that group leader paid training or the travel agent training or both, then you'll be invited to that. Everyone's invited to that takes a training. And then the franchise. So franchising is something that people do make money off of. However, in my professional opinion, you have to already be a travel agent with a huge network before it becomes a really good business decision for you. So franchises will offer you what they call entry fees. Now, we're not talking 100 or 200 or $300. We're talking thousands of dollars for franchises, not like our training. So that's like a level up. Once you have been a travel agent with an agency for a few years, if you decide you want to take your network and become a franchisee, you can do that. And they have what they call royalties, but that's synonymous with the word commission split. They also have CRMs that are involved. You pay monthly fees, of course, for that, very nominal monthly fees. And generally, they have a website for you. But I would say franchising is really for an experienced travel agent. Credit card processing fees, they'll usually take care of as well. So this is something I wanted just to briefly go over as an option because it is one of the 6 ways to get paid to travel. And what do travel agencies do for you? So, as far as being aligned with a travel agency, once you take the training, you're going to be aligned with us. You're in that private Facebook group. You're able to collaborate with other group leaders. You have assistance to meet those TC requirements, which is brilliant. You get the invitation to the group leader and the agent summit, and you get prizes to give out on board. The other options that you have is you're with a CLIA industry. You're insured, licensed, bonded. When you become a travel agent, when you're aligned with a travel agency, you utilize their licensing, their insurance, and they also tell you how to do the home biz write-off. So that's great. You have the CRM support. Advertising and marketing, those are very expensive things that we do, and we also have trainings for them. Social media training at a discount for any of our members. Email blasting for any cruise or tour that you have that you want more people on. We do the deposits. So the travel agencies do the deposits for you. When you do a group, when you make a group, you have to commit to a certain amount of beds, rooms, cabins. So in order to do that, you generally have to put down quite a lot of money, a couple $1,000s. The travel agency will do that on your behalf, so you don't have to put that money out, which is great. And you can earn higher commissions being with a travel agency too. Working on board. So here's the last way to make money, getting paid to travel. So this is how I started, is working on board. I worked on one of the major cruise lines. I loved it. It was so much work, but it was so much fun. And oh my gosh, did we learn so much on board. The working on board training, now this might not be for you. This is only for a select few, and this training is separate to the other two. But this would be a one-on-one resume prep, interview skills, telling you what the average pay is, the actual accommodations, because you don't get a lot of that information until you're well within almost on board for most people. So we have connections with the tour desk, we have connections with the shopping experts, but they have all jobs on cruise ships. I mean, it's a small city on board. So whatever you do, you can actually do it on a cruise ship most likely. And this is a working on board training, and that's a separate training that we're going to be offering. So if you're serious, you want to do the ambassador group leader training, you can purchase that now at a deep discount because we want as many people as possible. Then I'll see you in that Facebook group, and we'll get your live training in scheduled and your one-on-one scheduled. Then after you finish that, if you'd like to move forward with that travel agent training, that real work from home side hustle biz, you really want a one-on-one tutorial, a one-on-one mentor, that's going to be the second option. And then of course the work on board, maybe that's for you. Maybe you share this with a friend or forward this to a friend that you think would love to work on board, who's really adventurous and can stay at sea for 6 months to a time, 6 months to 8 months at a time. Then we can help them. So amazing value, only offered today. Just scroll down to get started. I'm Shelby. You're fabulous. I want to see you on social. ShelbyFrenette.tv on Facebook, Solo Travel Expert on Instagram. I'm Shelby Frenette on LinkedIn, and Shelby Live at Travel.fun for Solo Travel TV on YouTube. So please connect with us. Give us a comment. Make sure I know who you are. I can't wait to see you and schedule our one-on-one together and really get you guys going. You want to be part of the travel excitement that's going to happen right after all of this opens up, and you and your friends want to go places, we can do this for you and we'll help you. I'm Shelby. You're fabulous. Talk to you soon. Bye bye for now.